Hello and welcome again. Now, you don't see Marie because Marie is the camera person. Marie, say hi.
Hi, everybody.
Awesome. Anyways, once again.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you for joining us. And once again, we're going to do just a little quick talk about God and along with a science experiment. Now, this one's a little bit different because we actually go outside. We went outside and we did some stuff, but I just want to really quickly talk about patience. Not God's patience, but our patience. You know, we can be so impatient sometimes. Sometimes we just want things now. I don't know about you, but you know, something comes out and I go, I would like that now, right? And sometimes you might, I don't know, you'd be like, maybe you're thinking of yourself, maybe that's not so good, but maybe you're thinking of a family member who needs a job and you'd be like, I hope that person gets a job right now, right? Because it'll make life so much easier. But God sometimes has different timing. Sometimes, you know, we have to wait. It's just the way it is. God knows what's best. God understands in a perfect way what is best for us, and maybe getting something right now isn't what's best for us. Anyways, I have two verses in Psalms that I would like to share with you. If you want to stop your video right now and go get your Bible, I will wait for you, of course, and then we can go through these two verses together. Okay, now, the two verses that I want you to get are in Psalms. So in your Bible, in the table of contents in the very front, look up Psalms. And we're going to do Psalm 27 and Psalm 90. So let's find Psalm 27 first, okay? Again, if you need more time, just pause the video and then we can read this together. Psalm 27:14 says, wait for the Lord, be strong and take heart, and wait for the Lord. You know, be patient, wait for the Lord. Be strong, hold on fast, and wait. Because, you know, God's got something really good coming to you. The second verse I want to talk to you about is Psalm 90, and it's verse 4. So once again, if you need to stop the video and look up the verse, go ahead. When you're ready, start the video again. All right, well, Psalm 90, verse 4 says this, 1,000 years in your sight are like a day that has just gone by, or like a watch in the night. You see, God's timing just isn't the same as us. You know, sometimes, like I said, we want something now, and maybe we want something now for somebody else, and that something would be really good, like a job, or feeling better, or not being sad, or whatever the situation is. But God's timing is perfect. And we know that God teaches us through patience, and that we can grow in our character when we learn to wait, and when we learn to be patient, and we learn to trust that God will keep his promise. And we know that God always keeps his promises, just not in the same time as we would like. Now, let's go to the science experiment. Now, we are going to make a rocket today, and I've got all the ingredients here that you need. First of all, you need vinegar, okay? Vinegar. Second of all, you need baking soda, okay? These are common household things. Everybody should have it, okay? You should also need some napkins or some Kleenex, and I'll explain that in a minute. You'll need a funnel, which you'll see me use when we went out to the park, and you will need a cork like this. Now, you can get a cork. This we got donated by a friendly lady at a wine shop. She just donated the corks to us because we asked. But you can also get corks at Michael's. So if you don't have a cork in your house, Michael's will have corks and they will work. Just make sure they fit the bottle because this is your rocket. It's a pop bottle. And now you can use a 2-liter pop bottle. Doesn't matter the size. The experiment will work no matter what, okay? And basically what we're doing is we're creating a mixture. Now what I've done for this was our test rocket, is I got 3 skewers and I wrapped it in tape and I made sure the skewers were somewhat even, so when you stood your bottle up, it was like this, okay? Because you want the bottle to go up in the air. Now, the crafty Marie, she made a decorated bottle. And as you can see, she's got fins and stickers on her bottle. Now, both of them work. If you want to decorate, it's fine. Now, really quickly, this is how you make a fin to go on your bottle, okay? What we did is we got a piece of cardboard, tin cardboard from a cereal box, and we cut out a triangle. Then what we did is I cut 3 cuts to make flaps. 1, 2, 3. And I made flaps, 1 on each side. And then what we could do is we could just tape it to the side of the bottle and then tape the stick. And now your rocket has fins, okay? Any stickers will do. We just got some stickers, so we made it look good. And of course, glue to help glue the tin foil onto the cardboard, all right? Now I also mentioned the skewers. What we use is just a very simple barbecue skewers that you can get at any store. So what happens? Well, why don't we find out? Let's go out to the park now and see how this works. And then when that's done, we can come back and finish up.
Pass me the photos of it.
No? Let's see if it'll go. There you go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our rocket fuel now. So I have a funnel, which makes it a little bit easier. Don't worry about an exact amount. You only have to put in a little bit, okay? Maybe this is a little bit more. There you go. That's all you really need for vinegar. The next ingredient of our rocket fuel is baking soda. So what we're gonna do is we don't want the baking soda to react with the vinegar right away, because then you lose some of the oomph of the flight. So what we're gonna do, again, we don't need to be accurate. Just pour some baking soda onto the napkin, spread it around so that we can roll it up and fit it into the bottle. It's very important that it fits into the bottle. Can you hold that for a second, Marie? Okay. So let's spread that around. Roll it up really, really tight so that it'll be small enough to fit into the bottle. And the last part of our rocket is the stopper. You need a cork, okay? We just got this from a kind lady at a wine store. She gave us some corks. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the baking soda. Yeah, you can get them at Michael's as well. What I'm gonna do, oops, let's rip that, is I'm gonna add this to the bottle. I'm gonna put the stopper in and we're gonna see what happens, okay? Did you see how those bottles worked? Wasn't that kind of awesome? Anyways, I know that it's really hard to follow the trajectory of the bottles because they go so fast. But don't worry. I tell you, you do this and the bottle, don't do it in your backyard if you've got a lot of neighbors, because if you do this in your backyard with a lot of neighbors, you're gonna lose that bottle on someone's roof or into someone else's backyard. This is the type of experiment where you go to an open space. Now, if you have a really large backyard, no problem. But just, I'm warning you, these things can really fly, all right? So keep that in mind. So anyways, just remember that God's timing is perfect and that God knows where you are. He knows where you're at. He knows what you're going through. He knows what your family's going through. He knows what you need. He will take care of you. And sometimes, yes, we get impatient because we want it now. But just remember, like this rocket, you just never know when it's going to shoot off. And sometimes you have to wait to see it. That's the same as God. Sometimes you have to wait. And then when he does come through with his promise, it's simply awesome. All right, bye for now. Wil and Marie, say goodbye.
Bye.